dope like pussy, nigga. 09 and ecstasy, nigga. Fuck with me, dog. Pull up on the scene of some luxury, dog. That's me. And my Kobe, yeah. 24 and my clothes is rare. Iceberg, fuck the diamond, yeah. And that lake shit like Xavier. This that Juan Carlos and Javier. Raw coat, straight off the boat. I'm a fly nigga, took a wing off. Married to the game, took my ring off. That's me. We can have a bling off. Throw the auto-tune on, have a sing off. If the pussy ain't mine and I speed off. Cause I don't even fuck with hoes, rather beat off. No lotion, tips got the potion. Fuck the commotion, I'm out in the ocean. A nigga in motion, all this devotion. Got a nigga up in this bitch like he floating. Gold grill shining, check out my limb. On roll with the iron.
It's Monday, so that means three things. One, I'm not YMCM. Two, it's a Mamba Monday. And three, it's time for the 824 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, D. Pope Chuck Paul. Whew. First off, I want to send my condolences to Black Rob's family and friends. The former bad boy artist passed away over the weekend at the age of 51 years old. I believe he leaves behind a son and daughter. So rest in peace to Black Rob. Hope his family is good. Hope his friends are good. We can get into the news real quick. Want to know how you guys doing? How was your weekend? There's a lot of things going on. Yesterday, went out to brunch with the homies. Chilled all day. Smoked, drank, just kicked back. Talked about adult stuff like working and buying houses and furnitures and art shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a real chill, good time with the homies, you know. Got a fresh cut, as you can see. Got my hair braided, you know. I'm feeling really good, looking good. Hope you guys are doing the same as well. I'll just get right to it. These motherfucking officers are trigger happy. Straight like that. There's no gray area. They just are. And the racists, the Blue Lives Matter backers, so to speak, they believe even asking, hey, why am I being stopped? Or why did you pull me over? Results into being murdered. Like, they say like, well, you know what? Just do what you're told. Don't resist. Comply. And if you don't, you deserve to be shot and killed. That's what people think. And it's weird because the police aren't supposed to kill first. You know? Their job is to de-escalate situations, apprehend a suspect, and bring them in so they can have their day in court. Not shoot them dead, especially when they're unarmed. And all we ask for is accountability. Because when you're a doctor, and if you kill somebody on the operation table, whether it be by accident, on purpose, you will lose your license and you cannot perform medicine again. You can't be a doctor again. Might even go to jail. Might get sued for malpractice. Officers should be put at a higher standard. Their job has no place for errors and mistakes on any level because you're playing with people's lives. Now, last Sunday, a young man named Dante Wright, I believe, was pulled over by police, stopped the car, asked, what am I being stopped for? Told him to get out the car. He called his mom while he was on the phone. He had some warrants. He tried to get away. His back was turned. He's getting into his car. The officer says, taser, 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 but shoots her gun and says, oh shit, I shot him. She's been on the force for 26 years. and she was training another officer. So you have this veteran officer of 26 years training somebody, and she doesn't even know which side her service weapon is and which side her taser is. And she made a mistake. And they're saying, well, we heard her say taser, so we know she meant taser. I call bullshit. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's say she only yelled taser, 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 so we can all think she really wanted to reach for a taser and shot him anyway. Why not? She gonna get off? She was arrested and charged for second-degree manslaughter. Posted her bail out the same day. We'll see what happens. And another young man was shot by police in Chicago by the name of Adam Toledo, 13 years old. Again, I don't watch these police shooting videos. I'm not trying to make myself used to seeing this kind of shit, because I've seen this type of shit in the hood firsthand. Dudes getting shot, stabbed, cut, all that. So apparently this 13-year-old was out late at night, had a gun on him. I believe he was getting chased by police. Someone dropped the gun. He drops the gun. He's about to turn around. He gets shot. You can't tell them to drop the gun and then shoot them when they drop the gun. You must give them a chance to comply also, right? These dudes are just trigger happy. Now, he could have used his taser. And the funny thing about this situation, I've been in a lot of these Facebook, CNN, New York Post pages, just, reading articles, checking everybody's temperature, see how everybody feels about certain situations. And so with the Daunte Wright situation, folks are saying, yeah, he had warrants, he got pictures with guns. So I'm like, Kyle Rittenhouse had pictures with guns? Oh, but he's a hero. Dylan Roof had pictures with guns? He went and murdered 8 people in the historic black church. Don't think he didn't know what he was doing. He did his homework. He knew the significance of that day when he went in there. And they brought him out nicely. Bought him a burger. Well, he complied when they went and got him. What? And we got another mass shooter. Brandon Scott Hall shoots 8 people at a FedEx facility he used to work at in Indianapolis. And the police took his guns last year, and he went and bought new ones right after that. And those same guns he used to murder those 8 people. Interesting. I don't see the MAGAs or All Lives Matters clan talking about that. Because, there's been a lot of mass shootings already this year. Like a week ago, we had the one in New Orleans, I believe. Like, come on, man. But back to police brutality and deadly force. Because the the Derek Chauvin murder case may come to a close today. From what I've seen, the defense is terrible. Like, the doctor they brought in barely knows what he was talking about. And also, Daunte Wright was murdered right outside of the city where the trial is where the trial's taking place right now. So with all that going on, that officer, Kim Potter, that's her name, goes and does that. And she tried to resign so she can keep her pension and all that shit. Oh, you's a slick bitch, ain't you? You's a slick bitch, ain't you? But we'll see what happens. Another funny thing. A lot of white people say, well, more white people get murdered by officers than black people. You don't see that on the news. And I'm like, well, if you're that outraged, then say something about it. Take your All Lives Matters crew and go to the police station and protest police brutality. Because, I mean, that's the purpose of the All Lives Matter, right? That all our lives matter, not just black lives. But we say Black Lives Matter because we want you to know, like, yo, our lives matter too. But All Lives Matters factions, groups, whatever, only comes out when Black Lives Matter comes out. So here's my thing. All lives matter, folks. When you hear about an officer shooting down a white man, go protest at a police station. Instead of being counterproductive and showing up at a Black Lives Matter rally trying to agitate folks. Because if it's more white people getting killed by officers, maybe you should take that more seriously. And Chris Cuomo, CNN anchor, it's pretty interesting. It's like, this will probably stop when white kids are getting shot up by police. But that ain't gonna happen. I mean, it could. Could you imagine a black officer pulling little Ken out of his BMW, throwing him on the hood, putting a hammer to his mouth, to his face, telling him don't fucking move, telling him I ain't gotta read your rights, telling him you'll fuck him up, throw him on the floor, put your knee against his neck. Imagine that. I wonder how those rich parents would feel. Like, damn, this is a travesty. This is happening to our kids. Because motherfuckers ain't care about the war on drugs until little white boys and girls started ODing on heroin and fentanyl and all that type of shit as recently, you know. Because it really wasn't a war on drugs. It was more like a war on black people on drugs. So that's pretty much what it's going to take for all this bullshit to stop. Y'all motherfuckers got to pick a side. Stop straddling the fence. Either with us or against us. I'm telling you, there's going to be a time where motherfuckers gonna put in that work. It's gonna be nothing but street justice. Because people are gonna get tired. You can't just be killing people's children and think you're gonna get away with it. If you're scared, you shouldn't be an officer. If you can't fight, you shouldn't be an officer. If you can't talk your way out of situations, you got a bad temper, you're not patient, you should not be an officer. Straight like that. I'm just saying, man. You gotta do more schooling to be a barber than be a police officer. How about that? They'll give any motherfucker with a GED or a high school diploma, not knocking it, a gun and a badge within 6 months of training. Interesting. But hell, we got 26-year vets who can't even tell the difference between a 4-pound gun and a taser that weighs a couple ounces. Is America, right? Ooh. had to get that off my chest, y'all. I had to get that off my chest. But I hope y'all seen Snowfall. Whew, man. R.I.P. Rest in piss. Man, boy, and Khadijah. Ooh, they got them motherfuckers out of here. Previous episode, they went to Fatback's funeral. They got shot up by Scully's baby moms, Khadijah and her peoples. They hit Louis. Jerome wasn't having it. He was trying to go out there and lay that murder game down immediately. Expeditiously, motherfucker. And the chick T, that Franklin be kicking it with, you know, she a double agent. She be with Man Boy and cause I guess her brother locked up, and Man Boy is making sure he don't get touched in there, he don't get beat up, whatever. So she's feeding him information, trying to get his connect. So when Franklin found out, after Louis got shot, Man Boy and his crew was tooled up, waiting for him, knowing that they was probably going to come and hit them right away. Franklin told Jerome, chill, told them all, chill, they're going to be waiting. Jerome slapped up Franklin a bit. Franklin was just like, look, yeah, he got a couple legs, get him like once or twice. You know, Franklin stuck out the bum leg. I don't know how long it's going to take for that shit to heal, but that's a whole other story. And after Jerome slapped him up a little bit, he came to his senses. They waited the next day. They told T to tell Man Boy, yeah, we'll call it truce. I'll give you the plug. He came through the shorty crib. Jerome, Franklin, them boys popped out on him, lit his ass up. Next thing you know, the same girls who shot at Louis, Franklin Jerome put them on the payroll, made them get Khadijah, set her up, shot her ass up. Now we got to see what they do with Scully. And also, Franklin Daddy snitching. Well, he ain't really snitching. He told the press. But, you know, I don't give away too much. Season finale, I believe, is this Wednesday. So make sure you check that out. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting it. I just really want to get that off my chest. This whole situation with these officers shooting motherfuckers up this week. It's gotta stop, man. Before I let go, tomorrow's 420. Smoke responsibly, people. Don't smoke with nobody you don't know. And if you do, make sure you see what they put in that blunt. Don't want y'all smoking no woolies, you feel me? No dust blunts. And versus Method Man versus Redman, 420 How High edition. That'll be dope. Something to look at and watch while you puff J's, joints, blunts, whether you smoke papers, pre-rolls, backwoods, Dutches, Phillies, whether you use Fronto, Grabber, whatever. Just be safe with your shit. You know what I'm saying? If your city allows you to smoke outside, do your thing. If you got your own crib, smoke in your crib. Better safe than sorry. Don't need these motherfuckers fucking with you for whatever reason. But yo, it's a beautiful Monday. I want you guys to get out there, enjoy yourself, get some fresh air. And like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.